Hello YouTube, Josh running from FutureMorphs. With as promised some snakes that I will bring to the Houten show. And maybe you are thinking, yeah Joshua, but you showed all the babies already in previous videos. Well, that's not totally true, sort of true, but I have some extras for you that are here, mostly scaleless and palmetto babies in a lot of different combos. And it's not like ex-holdbacks, because my ex-holdbacks I will just only post on Patreon first and then publicly. But these is basically a combination of backups. So sometimes I have a clutch of palmetto caramels, but one or two don't want to eat. So from another clutch I maybe keep one or two extra just as a backup. Because if I sold animals, I only sell them, of course, if they are feeding well. So let's say I sold an entire clutch of 20 caramel palmettos, but 2 are not feeding well. I might keep 2 back from a different clutch or so. And then, yeah, in case everybody eats, then I have 2 extras, of course. So some of them are like that. Some of them are also that were actually in videos, but they were born pretty small. So I did not want to put them up for sale, because I first wanted to make sure they were feeding and growing well. So those are also in here. And the last one, or the last category sort of, is people who make a reservation and eventually don't take it, or don't take all, or something like that. Luckily, knock on wood, that doesn't happen often. Also, I'm quite strict. If you don't make a deposit, then I don't keep anything back. But that also happens sometimes, where people say they want something, but eventually don't take it. But again, luckily, that's a really small portion of all my customers. So it's not too bad. So I will show you these babies that I will bring to the show on Sunday. Unless somebody orders them, of course, first via this. But if they are not ordered, then they will just be on the table on Sunday. And I will put them on the morph list now as well. So as soon as this video is live, they will be on the morph list. And I will put them all at the bottom, because otherwise I have to put them all in between. I can do it, it's not that difficult in Excel. But for you guys, it's also way easier to see, like, oh, these are all the scalers that are sort of extra available, and these are the palmettos. So just go to the morph list, the link is below, and just scroll down until the bottom basically, and there you will find them. Here, let's go look at some babies. So it will be sort of a random mix, but I started off with all the scalers. This is female scalers amelanistic. Maybe it's sapphire, so she could be diffused as well. She has really strange size, as you can see. But yeah, it's difficult to say with scalers because it messes up patterns. Same with this one. This is her sister, but she has a little bit of more of a normal pattern. Then we have a male amelanistic motley scalers, which could also be diffused. But focus on your head, focus on the head. Just, well, time for a new iPhone. Then we have this one that was a little small as a baby, but yeah, he's fed like 10 times already. Or something like that. So scalers amber tessera motley. And then we have 2, let's check, yeah, 2 female scalers butters that could be diffused. This is female 1 and female 2. Also all feeding, like really well on frozen tort already. So they're a little older and bigger. Well, this one is a sort of a mystery why it's still here, because I labeled it as sold, but it was not. So that was my fault. It's a female scaleless diffused tessera. She could be buff or hypo as well. Difficult to say. Tessera also makes them a bit lighter, of course. So, but well, at least scaleless diffused tessera. Then we have this one, this little boy. He is still small. He's from clutch 89, but he is feeding just on frozen tort. So scaleless amber motley pied. I think he was in the video, but now he's available. And we have, this is a female scaleless butter tessera. She was just as a backup. It was, this was, I think, so it's clutch 76. I think it was just these 2 babies that hatched. So this is scaleless goldus tessera. So yeah, she's in shed, of course, as you can see. So yeah, these 2 females were just the only 2 in the clutch. So yeah, I did not want to make an entire video about it. So I just kept them as backups. And let's see, what else we have? This is clutch 95, scaleless motley female. This is scaleless motley female number 2. They're not the biggest, they had like 3 feedings I see, so, but at least doing well. Whoop. show yourself a bit better. Don't climb all the way out your box. This is female scaleless Tessera motley. Quite nice, I think. And from the same clutch we have a male scaleless amber Tessera motley. This one's from clutch 24. I think she was in the video because she was pretty small. I don't know for sure if I showed her or not, but it's scaleless hypo Tessera motley. And this one is clutch 73. Well, she was also small. She's still small. It's scaleless diffused, but she had 4 frozen thawed meals already. Well, then let's go to some palmettos. We have a male palmetto caramel possible buff from clutch 20. Then we have a male palmetto ultramel, maybe a buff ultramel with big eyes, unfortunately. Het caramel. This is a female butter palmetto. It's difficult to see, but she has some spots. Then we have another male palmetto caramel possible buff, also with some bigger eyes. And these are also, this is clutch 96, these 3 you will see now. So they had just 2 meals, but doing well, 2 out of 2 at least. So this is female palmetto cultist possible buff, female 1. And female number 2, also cultist possible buff palmetto. Well, and then we have some combos of the 2. Well, this is, it's not a normal, it's a mask. It's a mask het scaleless palmetto. And it's a male. So yeah, double het scaleless palmetto. We also have a palmetto het scaleless male. We have a palmetto het scaleless female. The last one is a normal female, but she's had palmetto, scaleless, caramel, hypo and motley. So that's also pretty cool. So I will put these just on this order on the morph list to make it easy for myself and for you. Now I will also show you some adults that I will bring to Houten. They are on the morph list for longer and on Facebook. But yeah, just in the video to give them some extra attention. Here they go. So this is the female Red Factor Snow. She is in shed. She's really nice looking and a nice snake and a big snake. But yeah, she's pretty old. So maybe for breeding it's time to retire her. Also in shed, but this is the female Amel Hypo Aztec. That's hungry. This is female Honery Aztec with a lot of yellow in the neck on the sides, as you can see. So yeah, she's het amelanistic, so if you want to make cool snows, then grab her. This is the Yellow Factor Snow Motley. I will also show her boyfriend, of course, because they are sold as a pair. But yeah, really nice yellowish greenish snow. And this is the boyfriend. Amelanistic Tessera Motley striped Yellow Factor. Both proven breeders. This is the female Hypo Blood Red Pite-sided Het Butter. It's a low white, but still some nice white in the neck, as you can see. This is the female Pite-sided Ghost Blood Red. Proven breeder as well, made a good clutch, but I have just too many Pite-sided stuff. And the last female is this Butter Striped. Het Hypo and Lavender. Also proven breeder. And the last one is this male cool amelanistic Red Factor. It almost looks like sun glow because there's no white around the saddles. But yeah, it's sun glow is just selective breeding. So Red Factor amelanistic.
Het Sunrise, Het Striped, Het Enery.
So those were the adults and also some of the backup babies. I will be in Houten at table M12 together with Nicola from Boo Boo Snakery and Sander from Sami Snakes and Linda and Monique from Black Pearl Corns. We will all be sort of next to each other as always. So come find us there in Houten this Sunday. If you want more information about the show, just go to VHM events and you will get all the info that you want. See you on Sunday. See you then.